fairly obvious at the time that selling off council houses was eventually going to lead to a real problem. Why did the Labour Party continue that policy, and why do they still support it?
Well, that's a good question. Can I say, you'll see from the second book, I went to, well, after I got married, we went to live on a council estate in Slough for 19 years, the Brickwell estate. And when the opportunity to buy the council house came, I wouldn't take it. I can understand why my neighbours did. You know, this was a chance to buy a house, there was a big discount. It was a very popular policy. And I refused it because of my experiences and because, you know, my mother striving to get a council house, and you could see what was actually happening, that eventually no one will have that rule. So what used to happen, people used to get a council house. If they got promoted in the post office and became an assistant inspector or something, they would get enough money to get a mortgage and go and buy a house, and the council house would then be for someone else to make their way. Now, why did Labour not change it? Well, it was a very popular policy. The one thing we did do when we got back in, 18 years after the policy came in, was I think the most important part of this. If selling off council houses would have been okay, I suppose, if the money had then been used to build more council houses. Now, the legislation didn't just try and put people off of that idea, it didn't just try and dissuade them. It legally forbade them from using the money to buy new houses. Now, when we came in, we released that money to build new houses. There wasn't as much of it as there should have been. So I think that's the key to the issue. It would have been immensely unpopular to stop the policy, right to buy, but let's use the money to make sure that people have council houses.